Hello everyone. I'm going to paint a sweetheart teddy bear tonight. I'm using brown to paint in these wood grain. And with wood grain, you want it to leave some strokes from your paintbrush so that it will be able to resemble wood. Valentine's Day is not far off. It'll be here before we know it. I will probably be doing another video here on Facebook or YouTube to share with everybody before the end of the month, before Valentine's Day gets here. I'm still just working on getting this wood grain in on the teddy bear, and at the moment I'm using raw umber as the color. It's like a real dark brown, and I'm using the Princeton Aspen brush to paint it on with. I'm just now getting started with doing the painting videos. And I hope that everybody will get some enjoyment out of it and maybe inspire somebody to paint along the way. Tell me where everybody's from. I'm from Honaker, Virginia. I'm going to do the bottom height of the piece of wood at the bottom of the teddy bear. I think this is going to make for a really good painting. Because who don't love a teddy bear? It's going to turn out to be really pretty, I do believe. That's what we're striving for anyway. You know, when you start painting, there's nobody that's going to be really perfect at it, or I wasn't even really good at it. I made plenty of mistakes, but with acrylic paint, the good thing is you can always let your paint dry and go right back over it. If you mess the whole painting up or you don't like it when you get done, let it completely dry, just sew over it, and start over again with something that you might like. And sometimes you have accidents, but like Bob Ross said, there's no such thing as an accident or a mistake. They always turn out to happy accidents. Because no matter what, you can go over it, work around it, turn it into something different. Now, between these two pieces of board, I'm going to put some black, just to show the darkness between the two. To show like the crack where the two boards meet. Now, to make this look like wood, I'm going to add some white to my brown. And don't mix it completely up. You want to leave streaky in that brown and white. And just go through here with the white and the brown and add a little black to it. And just make you some streaks along through here to kind of give it some wood grainy texture. And we'll get it to looking like a piece of board or in no time. Take you some just plain black and just streak along through there. Until you get all the wood grain texture that you want. And do the same thing for the bottom piece. Just put you all kinds of streaks through it to give it some green and look like wood. Don't cover all your dark brown up with the white and the black streaks. Leave some of your wood color there. And just make all kinds of color going through the wood. And we'll come back to the wood a few more times before we're finished, just to do some more work on it. Darken in your black between the two pieces of board before we move on to the teddy bear, because you got to show the darkness in between them. And then we'll get to coloring in that teddy bear. We're going to mix a little white with that brown just to lighten it up a little bit so it's not as dark as the wood. Just lighten it up a little bit. And we're going to go in here and just color in the teddy bear to get an undercoating to it. And just go in circles because we're going to have to make it look fuzzy because teddy bears are fuzzy. So you don't want it all to be even.
With acrylics today. I had posted earlier a picture of a mountain that had adventure and is waiting on it, and so that's going to be the curtain that we're just going to paint with today, just for a little fun. Let you know what you think, and we'll get started.
We're just gonna keep at it, coloring the little teddy bear in. And coloring it in really good so that once this layer dries, then we can go back over and put some light colors in there and give it some really nice curly fur. I hope there's a lot of you that will try to do these paintings. And if you was to need like a template to draw out on your board, just let me know. Now we're going to put some black in for this sweetheart teddy bear's eyes. Like a black marble. Because most teddy bears has that black marbled eyes, don't they? And we'll also color in its nose. I wonder what we could name this teddy bear.
Eddie.
Now let's get us like a gray color to put in here for this part of its nose, because we want the nose to be a white fur on it when we get to here. So we're going to put the undercoating of gray. Now, and I forgot to get out the red, so we're going to have to get some red here. Let me wrench out my brush and dry it real good while I find the red, because I forgot it. There we go. And let's color in our pretty little hearts down here. These are going to be its Valentines. Did everybody have a good New Year's? I did my New Year's painting. But I had a wonderful holiday with family and friends. Again, we're painting with acrylics tonight, and we're painting the sweetheart teddy bear. Now, we're going to get us a little bit of a yellow ochre color to mix with the white to get our fur and everything. So we're using yellow ochre, and I'm going to mix just a tad bit of white to that yellow ochre, just so we can get the fur going. And I'll start down here at its little paw, and we're going to take the Deerfoot Stippler is the name of this brush, and we're going to just dab some yellow fur on here. Don't cover up all your dark brown. You want to leave some of your dark brown. And we'll go over and put some of the yellow ochre mixture on our bear to give it some real pretty fur. I think teddy bears makes a really nice Valentine's gift. And we'll go up by the ears here and put in some yellow ochre mixture here at the ears to make it good and fuzzy. And come around its eyes. Again, if anybody was to want to paint this, just let me know. I'll provide a template drawing, and then you can take carbon paper and put it right onto your canvas. This is a more simpler painting for beginners to do, just to get you into loving painting. But now you can paint your teddy bear if you like white ones better, then you could always paint yours white. You don't have to go with the light brown like I did. You can paint your teddy bear white, black, whatever color you want your sweetheart bear to be. I just like the light brown ones. I remember getting all kinds of teddy bears as a young'un. And was quite fond of it, actually. I loved my stuffed animals. Now, if your first layer needs to be gone over after it dries, you can always go back over it. Change it up, add some more fur, make it as fuzzy as you want. And we'll rinse out our brush. And we'll get some white on the main tip of its little nose here. Put some white fur up here. And we'll find this little tiny brush to put a little highlight here in its eyes and on the top of its nose. Now look at that. That teddy bears are turning out really nice. Now we'll go back into the red, add a little bit of white, and we're gonna go back and put some highlights here on the hearts to make them stand out a little bit. Some reds is opaque and some is transparent. And some has good coverage with one coat and some don't. You just, whichever paint that you use, whether it be craft paint, Master Touch, or Liquitex, Golden. I just walk back and forth between Master Touch and Artist Loft. I've got some Liquitex. And I found that the colors are different with each type of paint. And we're going to take a real light white and put us a highlight on here. To make our parts stand out. And now I'm going to take a little bit more streaks through my wood grain here of the black. And you just go side to side with it until you get as much grain as you want on your wood. You can even take and put you a circle and do ya make you like a knot in your wood. And right now what we're doing is adding wood grain. add here, we're using a small brush and black paint. We're going to get a little white and gray. To add some highlights here at the top of this one board. To show the sun or light is hitting on that one board. And then we can make some more wood green colors with our white. And we'll do the same down here with our white and black mix. And add a little more wood grain texture. And we want this piece here to stand out, so we'll go back over it with some white to make it a little brighter. And look at that. That makes a pretty little teddy bear, doesn't it? And I'll tell you what, at the top of our little picture, we will write us a real nice "Be My Valentine." We'll get some white or water and mix with our red real good. Make it kind of watery down. It's got to be pretty watered down so that it will roll off your brush. And we're going to write Happy Valentine's Day. But now get your brush wet with water to water that down. Because if it's not watered down, it's not going to roll off of the tip of your brush. And use a liner to write with, because you'll find it much easier. And when you write, use your pinky on the board, and hold your brush straight up and down. And you may have to go back again a few times to
It is really hard and very, very time consuming. Oh God, yeah, it really is. I love it.
to get it all wrote. But that's all right. And remember, it's not, you don't have to have yours to look identical to mine. You paint yours to suit you, because that's what painting is about. You can't paint and exactly like someone else and like it all the time. You have to add your uniqueness, your creativity to it, so that you'll be proud of it. I'm just here to show you some tips and tricks, if it's possible. Now we're going to take some white water that down. And we're going to put Be Mine on this heart.
I've had it for a long time.
And we'll also put some highlights on our other words at the top, our Happy Valentine's. We'll put some real pretty highlights on that. Make it kind of a pink color. It will probably show up a little better, won't it? Now you can also do this with the Posca pens or any type of acrylic marker. You don't have to use your brush. If you're more comfortable doing it with markers, that will be just fine. It all turns out the same. Just if you use the brush and paint, remember, water it down real good so that it will roll off of your brush without any problem. And you can also find me on Facebook at Lynn's Inspiration. I usually have some paintings on there that I do and share with everybody. And I hope that everyone will come back and spend some time with me again someday. Because I've really enjoyed it. I got a little too much water right there, didn't I? So I'm going to have to go. See, mistakes do happen. So I'm going to have to go back with my black and put that eye back in there. And be sure to get the water out of my brush before trying to put a dot on there. Now, there we go. How do y'all like that? That was a nice little painting, wasn't it? Let me put a little stitch down here of black for its mouth at the bottom of its nose here. Using black, we'll come down and put us a smiley face down here because a bear has to smile. Now, what do you think of that? That would be our Valentine's sweetheart teddy bear. I think it turned out really pretty. What do you think? Leave a comment and come back again. And for tonight, I'll say goodnight. Now, don't forget, subscribe to my page and visit me on Facebook at Lynn's Inspiration. Thank you.